of your car? Need a tow? Run out of gas? Have a flat tire or a dead battery?
You know, if you have one flat tire or one battery service, that membership fee pays for itself.
Wherever you go, wherever you are, you can trust AAA to be there when you need them.
Call AAA today and find out how much you can save.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now at 11, we now know who single-handedly took out a super scooper during the height of the Palisades fire. The plea agreement just announced.
Crews trying to restore power to a home in Altadena were faced with another problem. The warnings to homeowners in the fire zone.
But first, it's a cold and rainy day on the Potomac River as divers continue their recovery mission in the country's worst mid-air disaster in almost 25 years. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Giovanna Lotta.
And I'm Philip Palmer. We begin with that mid-air disaster in the nation's capital. A massive investigation is underway. Let's take a live look at the scene. It's just eerie to look at that near Reagan National Airport. And as you can see, the weather conditions not ideal, but you can make out some of the boats out on the water, or at least the lights of those boats.
Divers are combing through the wreckage this morning as investigators at the NTSB study the black boxes from the American Airlines plane. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest.
Under heavy rain, divers today returning to the wreckage in the waters of the Potomac. Working with the NTSB, they will help locate more bodies, more parts of the aircraft, and more clues. The black boxes, the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder from the American Airlines plane, now in the NTSB lab for evaluation.
We're starting the process of not only opening those up, but to begin the extraction of the data.
Wednesday, American Airlines Flight 5342 flying towards Reagan National Airport, runway 33, with just 2,400 more feet left to go. The Army Black Hawk helicopter approaching from the other side of the Potomac River. When the two collided, an early focus for the investigation, the flight path and altitude of the helicopter. Preliminary data showing it was flying about 350 feet when it should have been under 200. One expert says early indications suggest the helicopter pilots may have been looking at the wrong plane when they told the tower they saw that American jet.
Once you acknowledge or ask for visual separation, then the controller kind of relaxes a little bit because he thinks, well, that aircraft sees the other one.
There were 64 passengers and crew on the American Airlines flight and 3 soldiers on the Black Hawk helicopter. No one survived. And U.S. figure skating mourning the loss of at least 14 members of the skating community, coaches and family members who were returning from a training camp. Spencer Lane, killed alongside his mom Christine, was a 16-year-old figure skating phenom.
Was a force of nature. He just had amazing athletic abilities.
American Airlines mourning the loss of 4 crew members, including First Officer Samuel Lilly, just 29 years old and newly engaged, and Ian Epstein, one of 2 flight attendants. His family saying in a statement, he loved being a flight attendant because he truly enjoyed traveling and meeting new people, but his true love was his family.
The Army has not publicly identified the crew members of the Black Hawk, but they have confirmed all 3 were experienced pilots based out of Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Arlington, Virginia.
Culver City man has agreed to plead guilty to crashing a drone into a super scooper that was fighting the Palisades fire. Federal law enforcement officials made the announcement within the last hour. The drone left a gaping hole in the wing of a water-dropping aircraft, grounding it for 5 days while the fire raged in the Palisades. We'll have much more on the plea deal and the suspect coming up in a live report at 11:30.
Some people are upset about the location for a debris processing site for the Palisades fire. And happening today, a demonstration will be held to voice their concerns. Crews are cleaning up massive amounts of toxic debris from the burn zones, and the EPA is getting ready to move that debris to state park land near PCH and Topanga. The agency assures this is safe, but people are still concerned. There was a similar push back in the San Gabriel Valley. People there protested debris from the Eaton fire being moved to a park in Irwindale.
It's a wild story. One Altadena family will not soon forget. They fled their home during the Eaton fire, but then a big problem prevented them from going back. The problem was a 525-pound bear that had moved in under their house while they were evacuated. Utility workers told them power could not be restored until the bear was gone, and it took nearly 24 hours and 8 Fish and Wildlife employees to get that bear out. A trap was set. Thankfully, the bear walked into it within minutes. The bear was then given a GPS collar and released into the Angeles National Forest. A reminder from Fish and Wildlife, close your crawl spaces with bear-proof material ahead of winter months to keep them from making the under part of your home their home.
He does look cute in that photo, but yeah,
in the photo.
They can be dangerous.
In the
Stay
photo.
Away. All right, now to your weather. Another cool start to the day, but will it warm up much this afternoon? Meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo is tracking the conditions right now. Hey, Bree.
Yeah, hey, good morning. We have a lot of mid and high level clouds outside too, and they're just pretty thin, so we see a little bit of blue skies as well, but a different view today overlooking Burbank. But yes, we're warming it up just ever so slightly today. It's not going to be too noticeable, so today is still going to be on the cooler side. It's still just 55 degrees over into Burbank, so maybe a degree or 2, 3 warmer than yesterday. And then as we get into this weekend, Saturday through Monday will be really beautiful and mild. Long Beach right now, it's about 57 degrees and all partly cloudy. Temperature is still 46 degrees up in Santa Clarita. So yes, we're hanging on to the pretty cold start once again today. And then things will start to shift and feel a bit different as we get into this weekend. So make sure you get outside, you enjoy some 70s. Palm Springs going to be in the 80s this weekend. So if you want warmer weather, that's going to be a really nice place to go. We have rain in the forecast next week. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. When and projections. Philip, Giovanna, I'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. We've got breaking news out of Laguna Beach. Air 7 is over a landslide at 9th Street Beach, also known as Thousand Steps. That nickname from the numerous steps it takes to reach the beach. You can see some of those steps taken out by that landslide. The city of Laguna Beach says the beach is closed now until further notice. And right now, we're not aware of any injuries. We have reached out to the city for more details.
The state is conducting the second snow survey of the season in the Sierra Nevadas. It will help determine the amount of water that will melt and run off to state reservoirs during the warmer months. The information also helps officials allocate water to regions downstream and to warn them about potential flooding. The survey is at Phillips Station, which is one of 260 locations manually measured every winter and early spring.
Public health officials are sounding the alarm as the bird flu spreads here in the Southland.
The county now has seen